Welcome to Daily Glow. Today we're going to look at what new love is coming towards you. This is a pick a card reading, timeless, and the timestamps for each group are going to be found in the description box below. Now, I don't edit my readings, so I am going to be just getting ready for the piles and setting them up. What I'm going to do here today is I'm just shuffling the energy into this deck. I'm going to split it into three groups, and those will be our three piles. Then you can choose a pile. Okay, so we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, and then we're going to choose 3 crystals, just choosing intuitively. There we go. Okay, just the ones that came to me. Okay, so these are your 3 piles. Actually, we're going to take it one step further. There we go. Okay, we're going to take it one step further, and I'm actually going to show you what the first card on each pile is. So for pile 1, your first card is Daughter of Cups. That's the Page of Cups. This could be a message or an apology. Potentially, we'll dig into that and see. Pile 2, your first card is Seven of Wands. This is strategy, and somebody is being defensive or protective, or somebody wants to escape a situation. Somebody could be being sneaky, or you could be in a situation that requires you to be cautious. So something about that, okay? Pile 3, your card is Nine of Pentacles, which is independence, self-reliance. It's like a certain level of wealth, like sort of like a financial independence, basically independent self-reliance. It can relate to being single, depending. So we can dig into that. Your crystals are pile 1, you have a red Jasper heart. Beautiful. Red Jasper associated with the root chakra and healing, healing wounds associated with with feeling safe and secure. Okay, so this is said to heal energy wounds related to feeling safe and secure. This is a Sunstone, which is for leadership and luck and joy, radiance, and Sodalite. Pile 3, Sodalite relates to communication and mental acuity, creativity, and inspiration. Okay, so I will go ahead and see you at your pile. Again, the timestamps will be in the description below. Let's see, where am I going to start these? There we go. Okay. All right, and again, I don't edit out my readings, so I'm just going to go ahead and get ready for pile 1. Okay, welcome pile 1 to your reading. If you chose the red Jasper, the first pile with the Daughter of Cups, then this is your pile. Remember to only take the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest of the messages for somebody else who they may be meant for. So these readings are like true intuitive channeling messages. That part is legit, and I have a lot of experience as a tarot card reader and intuitive. However, this is a general reading, so not every message is going to resonate for every viewer. So you are in charge of knowing what works for you and what doesn't work for your situation. Remember that the reason that these readings are they say they're intended for entertainment purposes, that's because they're supposed to be fun. Okay, so if you're not having fun, you can definitely come back another time or pick a different reading. This is always my interpretation and I do my best. So, obviously trust your own intuition. And of course, this never replaces therapy, professional advice, common sense, or face-to-face communication. Okay. And last but not least, guys, thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, and for your kind comments. It means so much to me. Okay. Pile one, who is coming towards you in new romantic energy? No, there we go. Let's try it this way. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, somebody wants to come. Hmm. Yes, somebody. Okay, this is like healing. This is interesting. This is like somebody who has done a lot of healing. Um So this could be somebody who's coming forward with an apology, but if that's the case, it's not an ex because we're talking about new love. Um, it's somebody who has their eye on you already. Somebody, yeah, somebody wants to make something right. That's so interesting. Okay, this is somebody who's done a lot of work on themselves and they've done a lot of healing work. And this is somebody who's had some sort of spiritual awakening, or if maybe they wouldn't say it that way, but this person is very evolved. And this person has a crush on you. This person really likes you. This person has very tender feelings towards you, and they're coming out of a sort of hermit phase in their life. That is, they've really taken some time to introspect. This person has not been dating recently. This person has taken a step back from everything to kind of like rethink their life, their beliefs, their priorities. Look at that. I'm shifting all the cards to the left. Yes, this person has been shifting their priorities. And yes, yes. And now this person is ready to prioritize love in their life. So this person is bringing forward an offer of love because it's time, because the seasons of life are changing. It's something that they're prepared to make space for in their life, even if it means that other things have to be sort of torn down, torn apart, thrown away. This could represent a massive change in their life that could be shocking to some people who know them, but they want a family. This person wants a family with you. I don't know if they want kids per se, but they want to have they want to have a happy home life with you. They want to have domestic bliss. They have had their eye on you and they've been watching you and they've really been thinking about this for a while. So this person is not new to your energy. This person has really been thinking about this and thinking about you. This person has been through a lot. This is not their first love. This person has had relationships in the past that didn't work out, things that they've had to let go of that was not easy for them. This person has carried burdens in their life, regrets, and they're ready to start over completely. They're ready for a complete new start. So let's find out more about this person. This is so interesting. And I'm curious too, because why is this person bringing forward almost an apology? It's possible that this is sort of a missed connection from your past. So let's find out, what is this? This may be somebody who has wished that um, they had expressed their love earlier. Express your love. Yes, this is somebody who's wished that they had said something earlier because you deserve love. Because you deserve love. And if they come forward either with an actual apology or apologetically, it will be because they want to say you deserve love And I'm sorry it took me this long to tell you how I feel. Thank you. This person was very concerned that they saw red flags in your behavior, but I don't know that you actually had red flag behavior. This person has had possibly trauma. This person has had difficult situations in their past that make it difficult for them to trust. I'm going to go ahead and start my timer. Sometimes I forget to start my timer. There we go. That's my hourglass. Yes. And I think that is sort of symbolic too, because this person feels like the wheel of time is turning. It's time. It's time to do things a different way, to come forward in a different energy. The energy has changed. Reconciliation. It's possible that this is somebody that you have had an uncomfortable tension with or even conflict with in the past, but you two were never together. You two were never in a relationship together. Interesting. Thank you. Now let's find out some more about this person. Who is coming towards pile one? New love coming towards pile one. Can we get some descriptors, please? Thank you. Describe who's coming towards pile one in love. Who's coming towards pile one? Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, this concept keeps coming out in my channeling over the past year. It's this concept of the grand trine. Okay, so if, say, in astrology, like say you have a planet in Pisces, and then somebody has a planet at the same degree in Cancer. So, like, let's say 12 degrees Pisces, 12 degrees Cancer. These two planets would be in a trine. That's not a grand trine, that's just a trine. So, this one and this one is a trine. Say you also have a planet, one of you also has a planet in Scorpio, 12 degrees Scorpio, that now creates a grand trine. Okay, that's just an example. But whenever you have a planet in each element at the same degree, it's very, very stable, harmonious energy, the most stable, harmonious energy you can possibly have. And it doesn't actually have to be the same degree. It can be very close degrees. It can be like 10 degrees Pisces, 12 degrees Cancer, 11 degrees Scorpio. That works, that kind of thing. This is the most stabilized, harmonious energy that you can have. And we're not just talking about sun signs. You have all these planets and all these different signs. The person that you're thinking of, same thing. They have all these planets and all these different signs. So, and then also, of course, we have transits. So as the planets are moving day to day and month to month and year to year, they're moving through and they're making aspects to your natal chart and their natal chart. Okay, so all of this different astrology, mathematics that's going on. And got a lot of energy coming. I don't have a cough. I'm not coughing lately, but I just got a lot of energy up in my throat because this is moving a lot of energy. They want you to know that they are bringing you into the most harmonious possible life situation that you could be in. Okay, so if you've been waiting for true love, this is feeling like this is what this is. Okay, so we're going to get more information, but this is feeling like this is that. As far as a descriptor of this person, this is somebody who has really stabilized their own life and is very harmonious in their own life. This is someone who's very peaceful, very balanced. I love that for you. And they could have any signs, okay? So I just used the water element. I was sort of inspired by the blue colors. It made me think of the water element, which is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, but they can have any. We haven't really honed in on any signs here. Okay, any more descriptors, please, for the person who is coming towards pile? Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're in an eclipse season, so this is a big change. They're also telling me that if somebody's coming towards you and you've had some interaction with them, look at what is that? Water. Okay, we'll come to that. Okay, this is somebody that you've had some interaction with before. This person is not totally new to you, but you've never been with this person, so they're not an ex. But this person is somebody that you've had some interaction with, and there is a lot of water element. Okay, so I don't know what their sun sign is, but this person does have multiple planets or placements in Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, this person has placements in Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be rising sign, moon sign, whatever. And this person is going through a huge change in their life. So are you. That's why you're a match for this energy. Yes, this is destined. So this is your destiny. We also have solar eclipse coming out here. So we have lunar eclipse and solar eclipse, lunar eclipse and solar eclipse. Okay. Water element and fire element. Okay. So this person has fire element signs somewhere, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this person is somebody that you may have had past life connections with. But you definitely have had karma with this person. That doesn't mean that this is a karmic connection necessarily, okay? Because this is a destined connection. But this is somebody that you've already had some issues with that may have had to be cleared. And you may have had some sort of interaction with this person in a past life potentially, okay? Can we get any more descriptors about this person? Okay, so the descriptors that we got is this person could have water element or fire element. So that's Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Aries. Any more descriptors for the person who is coming toward pile one, the new love? Oh, thank you. Blue moon. Okay, this person is a once in a lifetime, unusual sort of person. Believe in the impossible. This may be somebody that you never thought you would be with this person. Like you may have kind of liked this person, but thought that it would never happen, or something about it seems very unlikely or unusual. Moon in Aries. This person could have moon in Aries. Okay, Aries is a fire sign. They could have a moon in Aries. Moon in Scorpio. Okay, this person could have moon in Scorpio. We have waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. And again, moon in Scorpio, it's time to release negativity. Okay, so we have two for moon in Scorpio. High likelihood that this person has moon in Scorpio. And then also they could potentially have moon in Aries. Okay, so those are descriptors for this person. That's not sun sign. Okay, so the moon sign is different than the sun sign. I want to do this one. Okay. Tell me about the person who's coming towards pile one in love. Thank you. Mirror. This could be your mirror twin, potentially. This person could also be a reflector in human design. This is somebody who's gone through a long period of introspection. Okay. Is there anything else you can tell me about the person coming towards pile one, please? Thank you. Okay. This is somebody who you may have met at a coffee shop. This is somebody who may have been a sort of an acquaintance or a friend that you don't know super well. Could even have been like a coworker. Not really getting that, but like somebody that you sort of, it could be somebody that yeah, somebody that you saw in the community, somebody that you sort of barely knew. You may have thought that they had a crush on you, but they never, said anything. This is something that you may have thought was a karmic relationship, or this person may have been in a relationship when you knew them. So this person could have already been in a difficult sort of relationship with a narcissist. So this person either was in a toxic relationship at the time that you knew them, or you may have thought that you had a crush on them, but it was unrequited. Okay. This person has been watching you. Okay. Ever since you met, this person has actually been watching you and hiding it. They're not showing their true feelings. In fact, I was getting at the very beginning with Four of Swords and the Hermit, I think that you may actually have been in separation, like not talking to this person, like no contact for quite a while. This could potentially be somebody that you knew or ran into a while ago, like quite a while ago. This person, yeah, this person is really attracted to you and daydreams about you. But I think there were other people involved. So they had somebody, you may have had somebody since then. Okay. So it may have been always a timing issue. Yeah, okay. This person definitely thinks about you and daydreams about you, and they really like you. They really have a crush on you. I think they fantasize about you. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Okay. And for those who resonate with that label or that terminology or that way of thinking about things, confirmation, this could be a twin flame. Okay, and we got that with mirror too. So this could be a twin flame for some of you. Don't take it if it don't take it if it doesn't resonate. That's true of everything that I say. Okay, if it doesn't resonate, then don't worry about it. Mm, okay, look at the psychic tarot. Okay. Tell me about this person. New love coming towards pile one. Thank you. Yeah, this person has had to go through a period of solitude so that they could recognize what was of substance, what is true quality, what is, and I'm not talking about people, everybody has true quality. Everybody is a high quality person. I strongly believe that. But not everybody has the quality or substance for you specifically. That goes for anybody, okay? Not everybody is for everybody. That's the important thing. So this person has had to take time to themselves to think about what is really right for them and to be able to recognize what are their values are and what has value for them, what is of quality for them to them in their life. And they've had to really think about their past and um, memories of love. Okay, so they may have had to come to terms with past failed relationships. They may have had to let a relationship go. So they've really been processing a lot in this solitude as they have taken time for themselves to heal. They've really balanced out a lot of energies and they've brought themselves into a much more balanced way of living and they've come into a lot more wisdom. Yes, this person has definitely dealt with some grief and lets a relationship go or grieved a relationship or just maybe grieved a number of things. This person had a sort of deceitful and envious energy in them before, and it's because they had so much grief and trauma, but they've really developed a new perspective and a new way of seeing things. Yes, they have a new awareness now. They have a much fuller awareness now. Hmm. Okay. Okay, that's a confirmation, but that's essentially the same message that we got with the tarot at the beginning. They have been through, so in this time of separation from you, they've been through this. Oh, yeah, okay, I want to do these. In this time of separation from you, they've been through this whole awakening process, basically. So, oh, so I really want a description of this person, please. Thank you. Oh, okay. For some of you, this is a woman and Aries. That's the sign of Aries. This person can be stubborn. This person doesn't have to be an Aries. Okay, so the two signs that we really got so far are Aries and Scorpio. And then to a different degree, we did get Aries, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Okay, so those are the potential signs. But regardless of this person's sign, they can be very stubborn and aggressive. This person could be a March Aries, potentially. This person could have a March birthday, or you might. Yes, this person has come into a recognition of you and has recognized your value. This person is in some position of authority. This person may be a leader of some kind in their life. This person has successfully overcome their problems or they've confirmation. Wow, this person really wants to tell you about how they've successfully overcome some problems. This person really, really wants to tell you that. They're very proud about it. That's actually really sweet. Yeah, a distant friend is thinking of you. This person misses you, which for some of you might be wild because I don't feel like you guys, okay, I'm not feeling like you guys were super close, or at least not for a very long time. But this person wants to tell you everything that they've been thinking about, their spiritual development, their enlightenment, their awareness, their new understanding, how they've figured out creative solutions to their problems. They're so excited to tell you about all of this. They want to tell you about everything. They want to tell you about their new job or career. That's a change for the better. They're so excited about their new job that they're in. They want to tell you about how they realized that they were being delusional or deluded before, how they have so much more self-awareness now. They want to tell you about how they learned how to deal with people who are trying to make them do things that they didn't want to do, and they want to tell you about how they have new ways of dealing with that. Okay, this person, okay, so we have woman and we have dark man. So the person that you're thinking of, this person, I guess, could be a woman or a man, or, whatever gender, take it as it fits. Okay, but one of you could have dark hair, or one of you could be a woman, or one of you could be a man. That covers almost all of the bases, but I guess not all of them. When my cards fall on the floor, that does mean that they hold extra energy, and then I do cleanse them on the selenite. Yes, this person has actually, okay, this person wants to be closer to you. They want to be a closer friend to you, but also they want to tell you about, they want you to meet their friends. They want to tell you about their friends and they want you to meet their friends and they want to be closer friends with you. They don't want to be so far away from you. One of you could have a November birthday. Horse. This person is wants to come and see you. So horse says short journey, so they may live at a small distance to you, but they want to come and see you. Okay, so this is a timeless reading, and always take timing stuff with a huge grain of salt. But you might see them in either March or November, okay, depending. It's saying that this is the best time to focus on your work. Okay, so even though there's a new love coming towards you, and there's Dark Woman, yeah, I think okay. So this is a really good time to just focus on your work and don't, d- regardless of the timing, don't worry about it. Don't obsess over when is this person coming towards you. Just try to think about something else. Okay, because detaching from the timing can just help the energy flow. So I think that this person, where's the other one? There it is. Okay. Yeah. So I think that this person, some of you, this may be a woman. For some of you, this may be a man. This person has dark hair. This person may also wear their hair up potentially. I don't know why I'm getting that. Oh, yeah, this person has heartache over what they no longer have. So this person may be very sad over people that they've lost in the past, and even potentially you, even though you guys have never been in a relationship with each other, this person has had a new realization about what's really important in their life, and that they wish that they'd been more honest with you about their feelings for you. So I don't think that that's all that they have heartache about. I feel that this person has experienced loss in their life, but that's just one of the things. Yeah. This person has prioritized protecting their career and finances. Okay. This person may have been paranoid about people being after their money. This person may be somebody who feels like they've been used for their money, or I don't know, something like that. Yeah, but they've sincerely wished for real, genuine love. It's possible that they just haven't been able to trust to actually allow that experience in, but everything in their life is changing. This person has been very indecisive, and they've just sort of gone with the wind, gone with the flow. They've allowed their life to ramble aimlessly. And that's sort of stemmed from a survival mechanism that they picked up from their family, because they felt like they just wanted to belong in their family. They just wanted to fit in. And so they would just kind of go along with whatever their family was doing, and they didn't really want to express or project much of an opinion, because they were afraid. This person's very afraid of rejection, and so they just sort of go with the flow so that nobody will ever be offended or reject them, so that they can always be included. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of energy around that. Okay. But they've realized that the people around them are not very dependable and not very sincere. Okay, so their energy of just sort of going with the flow and never having an opinion and not being very authentic has had them surrounded by some people who just didn't really have their best interest in mind. And there were wishes that they had, things that they thought would happen that didn't work out because of this. And because of that, it made them really think things over again. It made them really go back to the drawing board and reconsider things that they assumed that they had known. And it made them, it's possible that somebody specifically in the past had influenced them, not necessarily directly, to not open up to you or not pursue a relationship with you. That doesn't mean that this person was against you specifically. But for instance, there may have been somebody in their life who was like, hey, you need to be careful of women because all women just want one thing. So if somebody was giving them that sort of advice and they believed it, but they have found that if they follow that advice, their life really hasn't worked out. And so it's caused them to seek out other information. Like, this person has been watching you, so it's possible that they've been looking you up online, and this person has realized that they're going to have to be more proactive and decisive in their life if they want to have what they want. If they want things to go their way, they can't keep confirmation, geez. They can't just keep going with the flow. If they want things to go their way, they have to be proactive and active. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Let's see. I want to finish up this reading. I'm actually going to pull out my Oak, Ash, and Thorn cards to finish this reading. Okay. Um, thank you. Yes, this person felt trapped and powerless before, and it was literally because of money, family, legacy, wanting to protect their assets, their family name, their household stability, but primarily their career. Ultimately, that didn't really work out the way that they thought that it would, either because their career and finances didn't really go the way that they thought that they would, something literally didn't pan out, or it's possible that it did go the way that they wanted it to, and then they found out that wasn't what they really wanted, and it wasn't as fulfilling as they wanted it to be. Hmm. This person really admires you. This person thinks that you are the softest, sweetest, darlingest angel. This is if you're in the feminine, okay? If you're a masculine, this person feels like you bring out that side of them, okay? So if you're watching this, as a feminine and you and the person that you're thinking of is a masculine, then that person feels like you soften them and you make them feel so safe and soft and feminine. But if they're a masculine, they see you as just an absolute angel, that you're just precious to them. And this person, masculine or feminine or neither, whatever the case may be, sees you two as the perfect match, King and Queen of Cups. King and Queen of Cups, divine counterparts. And in this particular art, this King of Cups is gazing lovingly at the Queen of Cups, who is not really aware of him yet. So I am seeing that scenario specifically come through. She's just kind of like in a happy place, minding her own business, and he's just gazing at her. That's so sweet. What does pile one need to know about this person coming towards them and this new love? There's been healing in this separation. This is somebody that you do not have contact with right now, or you two are not talking right now. We just had a bunch of cards fall on the floor. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so for some of you, there was somebody else involved. You may have somebody else. You may be going through a breakup, or you may have just gone through a breakup, or they may have. If that's not the case, then this is somebody who did hurt your feelings in the past. And that does not mean that you guys were together. You guys were not together. But this person may have been haughty, and that's like they put on airs, and they may have been kind of rude, and they may have looked down on you, and they may have hurt your feelings in the past, when in reality, there actually was like chemistry there, but it took them a while to come to that conclusion. And yeah, there's been a lot of pain here, one way or another. I think there was some sort of miscommunication or misunderstanding or something. But look, we have Four of Wands. That's celebration, union, reunion, coming together in celebration and love. And we have the Lovers, that's choosing each other. And we have the Devil. Okay, that's the devil is in tarot is not necessarily negative. It's not always negative, and it doesn't always even refer to a karmic couple. The devil can refer to Capricorn energy. The Lovers is Gemini energy, okay, for what it's worth. So here we have fire, Cancer, and Gemini and Capricorn for what it's worth. But in this sense, here in this position, the devil's means that this person has not only chosen you, the Lovers, this person has chosen you and recognized you, the Lovers, but they are so determined to make this work and they're so determined to have you. That's Capricorn energy. They are either obsessed or almost obsessed. Like that's how determined they are. They're not like, no, absolutely, this is it. And Six of Wands, they will be victorious. Two of Wands, sorry, Two of Swords, this is hidden from you at this time. Okay, so this you may feel blindsided by this because there is so much pain in the past here. There, Ten of Swords, the most pain that you can feel, but it sort of ends in closure, like something seems to be completely over, completely done, and separation, okay, and heartbreak and hurt feelings. So it's not necessarily between you two. I think there were definitely hurt feelings between you two, but it's possible that you guys have separated from other people. If it was a situation where you guys never really connected because one of you was always seeing somebody else or something, you know. Um, but this is definitely somebody that you've never been in a relationship with before. This is new to you, love. But for pile one, this is definitely somebody that you've had some kind of history with, okay? So that is who's coming towards you in love. I hope that that was helpful. If you enjoyed this reading at all, it means so much to me just to hit that like button. It just really helps out the channel. And if you'd like to see more readings from me, I would love it if you would subscribe because I'm trying to get 500 subscribers and I'd love to have you join us here and also give me your input on what kind of readings you would like to see in the future, okay? I take suggestions and I don't edit my readings at all, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready for pile two. So the day that I'm posting this is Saturday. So how is everybody doing today? I hope that everybody is well. I hope that everybody's staying safe. We are having some crazy energy this month. Like this is actually, so this is a timeless reading. So whenever you find this reading, it is meant for you. But if you are watching this right now in June 2025, when I'm posting this, this is the most intense energy of the year this month. Just FYI. So, compassion and healing. Passion and healing. There we go. Thank you. Welcome, pile two, to your reading. If you chose pile two and the Sunstone, Palm Stone, beautiful. And the second pile with the Seven of Wands, then this is your reading. Okay, we're going to find out what your cards are. But real quick, I just want to remind everybody that these readings are primarily for entertainment purposes. That doesn't mean that the channeling isn't real. It just means that it's supposed to be fun. Okay, this is a fun way for us all to play with our intuition and play with our intuitive abilities. And it can help you kind of feel out what kind of energy am I resonating with? What kind of energy am I in alignment with? What's resonating? What's not resonating? That's all on you though, okay? So some of these messages may not be for you, and that's okay. The most important thing is that when you're watching this, you're having fun. And if you find that you're not having fun, then I would invite you to choose a different reading or do something else, whatever you need to do to take care of your own mental health, okay? These readings in no way replace therapy, professional advice, common sense, or face-to-face communication. They're just for fun and for your own practicing with your intuition, okay? And maybe for community and maybe for inspiration and whatever you need it to be, okay? And thank you so much for being here, guys. I am so grateful for all of your likes, subscribes, comments. It's really, honestly, it's really heartwarming and it just really means a lot to me. So thank you. Thank you, guys. Pile two, pile two. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Seven of Wands is a situation where somebody is either needs to be careful or feel that they need to be careful. So somebody is being sneaky or deceptive or cautious. Let's get more information. There was a situation that may not have been fair, and somebody is now in regret. Let me pull these cards and kind of get a feel for what this is. There is healing coming into this situation, whatever this is. And there is some sort of healing happening on a psychic or dream level. There's definitely other people involved in this love connection, and there's definitely loss, sadness, and regret. Interesting. So, okay, when we were doing pile one, we were really picking up on an energy of people. So nobody that we're reading on has been in a relationship with each other before. Confirmation. But pile one definitely had energy of like they had had history. They'd had interactions with each other before. Maybe it was like a missed connection or there was some sort of miscommunication or something. And so once again, I'm not saying this is the same because it's not, but there is some sort of little history here. This is a situation where people have been cautiously checking each other out. Somebody's been testing this situation to see if it was authentic, to see if it was worth making official, okay? Somebody has been sort of evaluating whether they may have been evaluating whether you like them back the same because they wanted to know whether this was a good place for them to invest more energy and time. And this person may have been checking out how do you interact with other people? This may have been like checking out, like asking your coworkers, asking your friends, maybe not directly, but sort of feeling out what is your standing in the community. They may have been looking you up online, or they may have been asking people about you, sort of not openly, but just sort of like low key, kind of sussing it out. But they discovered something that they wished they didn't know. And then at that point, what is this? The world? They took a big step back, I think. But we have the world, the star, the moon. Okay, let's get some more. Yes, this person, I think, moved away. This person either misunderstood what they were seeing or they felt like they had other options. This person was probably operating from a place of ego and this person definitely moved on. So this person was interested in you. They were kind of checking you out, but they saw something that sort of scared them off. Like they may have seen something they thought was like a red flag, but they were really attracted to you. It's possible that they wanted to be with somebody who had more money or had a different sort of title or a different sort of social position. And yeah, wow, this is very interesting energy here. Hmm. It's like this person wanted you to be something that you weren't. This person is, okay, I need more information. What's going on here? Give me more information on this. This could be the one. Yeah, this person thought that you could be the one. Past life relationship. Okay, this person, that may resonate as a past life relationship, or they may just have had this sense as if they knew you before. This person has been secretive about their feelings. This person is definitely not been open about how they've felt and they have retreated. This person has pulled back and they've never given you a chance before. Yeah, it's because they're very codependent and I think they wanted more from you and it's possible that they wanted you to either do something else, be something else. I don't know. They didn't give it a chance. So why? Yeah, this person wants to express their feelings now. This is a little bit similar to pile one. So you may, if you were drawn in any way to pile one, you may have messages in pile one. This is somebody who has had their eye on you, but they've not been sure about you. They took a big step back and now they do want to express their feelings. And there may be codependency issues here. Maybe not now. Maybe there have been. This person is kind of obsessed with you, but they may not have the healthiest. I don't know. Let's get some more cards and see what we find out. Okay, I kind of feel like this person, I feel like the basic way that they view relationships has been potentially wrong. Like their expectations may be inappropriate. But let me see. Let me see. Let's get some more information here. First of all, can you tell me about this person who is, what is this new love that's in pile two's energy? New love that's coming towards pile two. Tell me about this person who's coming towards pile two, new love. Oh, that's a lot of energy, you guys. That's a lot of energy. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. I get it now. I get it now. Okay. I was kind of getting bits and pieces of this before. Okay. This person, I'm going to give you some more potential specifics, but this person is someone who is kind of intellectually arrogant, or they have been. Okay, at least they have been. This is somebody who can be kind of intellectually snobby. Now, here's the interesting thing that I'm getting is that I feel like you're actually very intelligent. You're actually very intelligent, but you, my viewer, you're not intellectually snobby. You're not somebody who like tries to sound smart or tries to show off how smart they are. You're not concerned with trying to sound sophisticated or trying to make people aware of how much you know or like show off how much you know. You're just smart. And maybe you're not smart in every single way. I mean, we all have different intellectual talents, but you're somebody who's definitely smart. And this person looked at you and they saw that you don't have a college degree, or maybe you don't have the right kind of college degree, or maybe you don't come from the right kind of background, or maybe you don't have the right kind of job. There was something definitely about intellectualism, like intellectual sophistication, worldliness, um, career. Okay. So this person wanted to be with somebody who was like a lawyer or a doctor or a scientist or a politician or something that they thought that the world would think was prestigious. This person was looking to have a partner who would have a prestigious sort of pedigree, okay, in whatever was important to them. Look, maybe they're an artist and they were looking for somebody who was like in the art scene, or maybe they were looking for a writer or whatever it is, whatever their thing is. But whatever their thing is that they think is sophisticated and cool, like you were not it. So maybe you were a cashier, or maybe you work in sales or, whatever it was, that it was just wrong for them. And so it was like they felt attracted to you, they felt drawn to you. This person actually feels very attracted to you and magnetically drawn to you, but this attraction was designed to provoke them because it really challenged their ideas of who they thought was right for them and what they think is cool, basically. You are very challenging to this person, and so this has been a catalyst for them to rethink a lot of things, and I do see them coming in with communication. I think that you are very different than what they thought they wanted. And that's why they had to take a step back and really think about this and really think about what they really do want. And it made them rethink some things. Yeah, let's go for this one. Moon in Virgo. Someone could have Moon in Virgo. You are good enough. That's what they've realized. You are more than good enough. And actually, if they don't come forward, like with a lot of humility and saying, you know what, you're amazing and I'm an idiot. If they don't come forward in that energy, then please don't give them the time of day. That's not channeled. That's just me to you, okay? Because honestly, whatever. Expect powerful change. This person may have powerfully changed in how they see you and in what they want. Yeah. Void of course, moon. It says nothing will come of this situation, but that doesn't mean that nothing will come of this connection. What it means is that they thought nothing would come of this situation, but really what they thought was going to be important turned out to not be very important. And it changed their perspective. So we have Moon in Virgo and Moon in Pisces. Somebody could have Moon in Pisces. Somebody could have Moon in Virgo. Those are opposite signs. So you guys may have opposite signs. Here's another Moon in Virgo. That's double Moon in Virgo. We also have Moon in Cancer, okay? So somebody could have Moon in Cancer. And signs that we see here are Virgo, Cancer, and Pisces. Sorry, it's out of balance. It's out of focus again, and it's not focusing. Okay, and then on the bottom of the deck, we have Aquarius. No, that's Cancer. We had Aquarius on the bottom of the deck before I covered it up. So we have Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, and Aquarius. Okay. Look, I'm glad that this person has seen the value in you, but I don't know. I I don't know. They better come forward with a lot of humility. That's all I can say. But everybody makes mistakes and everybody has to rethink things. Yeah, the waiting game. You may have waited quite a while for this person. If you thought that there was some sort of connection before and then they sort of rejected you, but this was a massive disruption to their life. This connection is very challenging to them. It's been massively challenging to their point of view or their worldview. They've come to realize that you are their wish fulfillment. This person daydreams about you. This person may even have made a wish for you, even though that's something that they would think is very childish. Nevertheless, they may have done that anyway. You have really awakened this person's heart center. You have melted this person's heart. But again, if you haven't like totally melted their heart and they don't come forward in total humility, then you know what? Nope, absolutely not. Yes, okay, so solar plexus chakra or energy center is associated with our sense of self-esteem, confidence, and our thoughts, feelings, and identification with like where do we fit into a community and how do we see ourselves, as a part of the community. This person's feeling of how they fit into the community was very insecure, and that's why they had all of these conditions on who they were looking for in a partner, because the partner is intended to compensate for their own lack of security, so their own sense of imposter syndrome and feeling like they aren't really good enough and like they have something that they have to prove. And so they're looking for somebody else to prop them up and make them feel more secure in society. So when you heal that place in your life where you feel like you have to hide behind another person or sort of prop up your public image with another person who's going to portray a sort of image that will help boost what you feel that you lack, okay? Because whatever you're looking for in a partner could very well be what you perceive that you lack, that you want to project that. So you say, look at this person. Do you see how much this I am, how much of this I value? Okay. But that doesn't necessarily leave a lot of room for authentic connection. I mean, it could, but sometimes it couldn't. So now that they've had healing on the heart center and the solar plexus center, it makes space for love to begin. It allows love to begin. New love coming in. Positive movement forward. Expect communication. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, wow. Okay. Hmm. It's going to come in so fast too. It's going to be sudden. I'm not saying it's going to come in so fast as in like tomorrow. I'm saying, this is interesting. These are kind of messed up. Okay. I'm saying it's going to happen all at once and it will be a surprise. Okay. Oh my gosh, shut up. Okay, if somebody is married, that may end. I don't ever love saying that, you guys. I actually feel really awkward whenever I see that. But I just have to bring forward the messages that I'm getting. In some cases, if somebody is married or in a committed relationship, they may be breaking up or they may be being abandoned. Somebody may be leaving them. Um, yeah. Anyway, somebody's going to reach out to you and express their love. Somebody's going to express their affection. They're going to let you know. They may not come out and say that first because reasons, but they may just let you know that they're thinking of you and just check in with you and start a conversation. Yeah, okay, this card was the first card to come out, but I was kind of rearranging the deck, so I didn't want to take it necessarily at first. But it is showing that you do have abundance coming in. I feel like your whole life is about to open up in new ways. I feel like there's a lot of energy healing that's been happening in your life, not just their life, but your life. And so your life is really about to open up in new ways and love. Yeah, your life is going to open up into love and abundance, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Okay. So this may be a soulmate that you felt like stabbed you in the back before. You may have had a complicated interaction with this person, even though you two have never been together. Okay, so listen. You can feel stabbed in the back by somebody, even if they never stabbed you in the back. It could be some small interaction, but interactions between soulmates can feel much more poignant and much more intense. So it could be like a small miscommunication. Like, say you reach out to somebody and you kind of ask them out, and they sort of react a little bit wrong or in a way that you didn't really anticipate, or maybe they misunderstood you, or maybe they thought you were joking and they just kind of laugh and they're like, that's so funny. Can you imagine you and me dating? Whatever kind of way that they react, it hurts your feelings. That person didn't stab you in the back, but it can still feel like that. Does that make sense? This is somebody where there was such a massive miscommunication or some sort of disconnect in the past that it was actually truly painful, even if you guys have never been together. But it's all coming into healing and new love because this person has realized that you might be the one, and this person has realized that you two might be perfect together, and this person is opening their heart. This person is ready to open their heart to love, and they're clearing everything out of their life to be ready for that. Okay. And we're just going to finish off with just pull some more tarot cards. This is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn deck. Yeah, the balancing of energies. Oh, this person wants to work it out with you. This person is ready to compromise. This person has true love in their heart for you, okay? That doesn't mean that this person is in love with you yet. It just means that the feelings that they have for you are genuine and heartfelt, and that it's like the feelings that they have are real enough and strong enough that it inspires them to want to compromise and work it out with you. This person is also very attracted to you. They feel a strong chemistry between you two. They feel a strong spark. They're very physically attracted to you, and also inspired by your energy and your presence. It's motivating. Yes, this person has so much love for you. You guys are going to have incredible chemistry, incredible passion, incredible, pure, kind love. And it's the kind of love that motivates you to be able to figure out your differences. This person has been dreaming of you. They may have had a dream of you, and this dream may have hit them like lightning, like it was a rude awakening. This person may have had a shocking and prophetic dream that really jolted them out of their sense of complacency. This person has not been able to shake the thoughts of you that have really changed them deeply. It's really motivated them. They've actually been working on this for a while. They've been working on something for a while because kind of rearranging and realigning their life has taken some work, but it's all been motivated by their desire to come towards you. They may be leaving a different situation, or yeah, they're whatever it is that they have to rearrange or leave behind so that they can see you. That's what they are working on because you are their wish fulfillment. And pile two, that is your reading. If you enjoyed that reading, it means so much to me if you just like the video. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great day, okay? Good luck with everything. Okay, and I do not edit my videos. I just like to chat with you guys in between, anybody who kind of hangs out in between the readings. Hello, thank you for hanging out with me. So you guys can always just skip this part and just jump ahead using the timestamps below to wherever you want to go to, but I'm just going to go ahead and get ready for pile three. And I was saying before, before pile two, I was saying to, in the last in-between section, this is the most intense energy of the year as I am filming this. This is a timeless reading, but I'm filming this in June 2025. The energies are intense. My heart goes out to anybody who's actually been like directly affected by some of the stuff that's happening right now in LA and anywhere else. Yeah, there's stuff happening around the world, of course. But we can just wish compassion, healing, compassion. Okay. Welcome, pile three. If you chose pile three and the Sodalite crystal, so beautiful, and the Nine of Pentacles card, this is your reading. However, even though this is your pile that you chose and this is your reading, please remember this is a general reading, so not every single message might be for you specifically. So part of the fun of this, or what makes it fun for me, is that you get to play with your intuition. So this can be a great way to practice honing in your intuition and figuring out what messages resonate with me, what doesn't resonate with me, okay? And you can have fun with that. And if you're not having fun with this reading, then you can pick a different reading or just find something else that's going to be better for your mental health today. Okay, remember that these readings are meant for fun. The channeling is definitely real, but this is something that we do for fun, and this is my best interpretation. I do my best. So thank you for giving me grace on that. All of your kind comments, I deeply appreciate them. Thank you so much. And of course, remember that this in no way replaces therapy, professional advice, common sense, or face-to-face communication. Okay. Thank you so much for understanding. Let's get into your reading. Pile three. What new love is coming towards you? Okay, so I feel like somebody is very single and independent. Is it you or them or both of you? Hopefully you're both single, but somebody is sort of, oh my goodness, yes, okay. So you are single, independent, beautiful, having a glow up moment. You are feeling yourself and you should be. You have many admirers. You have been changing up your life. You've been making changes in your life. You have been focusing on your career. You may have a new job or a new position. You are still, you've been working on your financial situation because you don't feel financially secure yet, which is interesting because this is financial freedom. It's possible that you've just moved out on your own, but that you don't feel financially secure yet, even though you have moved out on your own. Okay, but you are working on your financial stability. Okay, so you're really focusing on your career and your finances more than anything. Yes, I'm getting divine feminine energy, big divine feminine energy. So if you are not this person, if I'm not describing you, then this is the person who's coming towards you. This person could be an earth sign or a fire sign, potentially. And we do have divine counterparts out, Mother and Father of Pentacles, two people who are stable, reliable, who understand that money is required to be able to make the kind of choices and make the kind of life that reflects your values, okay? And we do have communication coming in, but somebody still feels stuck. This is very interesting because we have all of this freedom and independence and all of this focus on financial security and stability. And then over here, we have this sense of that sense of loss and lack. I sort of smushed those into one word. We have this sense of lack, this sense of deprivation, this sense of poverty, this sense of not enough. And we have this feeling of stuckness. I feel like somebody, you or them, this divine feminine has come out of a period of time, possibly her whole life, when she has felt in the past She's been poor. She's been taken advantage of. She has made choices where in the past she didn't always prioritize her career or financial well-being, or perhaps she's been used or abused even. Perhaps she's been taken advantage of. So whatever the scenario is, she still holds echoes of that energetically, even though she is growing and creating financial security and a new life for herself. She still doesn't feel it all the way yet. But she's starting to feel more satisfaction and peace than she ever has before, and she has dreams. Yeah, she feels financial secure. No, she feels, what am I trying to say? Emotionally peaceful and stable, but there's still some sense of lack. She feels that she has reaped the consequences of the choices that she's made, and that's part of why she's been making different choices, but she may feel that she hasn't always prioritized herself and her own well-being, and she's feeling the ramifications of that. She's feeling the consequences of that. And that's why she's choosing victory. And that's why she's more victorious now than she ever has been before, because she's realizing that nobody's going to hand it to her if she doesn't prioritize herself. She's turned her back on people who were not in her best interest, and she's manifesting the life that she wants. So this is either a divine feminine energy who you are attracting towards you, or this could be you. This is something that you do not see yet, and this is something that could seem to come out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm not going to show this card, but this is this is the Lover's card, okay? So this person could be your good match. Aww. This could be the person that you've waited a very long time for. Yes, the person that your soul has longed for. This person is coming in with a lot of warmth, radiance, and I wanted to say clarity, but it's like the light of truth that shines on everything, and everything is illuminated, and suddenly everything is clear. The sun has come out and the rain is gone. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. That's the words that are coming to me. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Yes. This person is very nurturing. She also could be a mother. She may not literally have children though, but she has a mother's heart. Yes, and family is very important to her. It's possible that in the past she has prioritized her family and the expectations of her parents, or just her family and her community in general. And because of this, that's why she had never prioritized herself or her financial well-being or career, because she may have internalized ideas about how that's bad and good women don't focus on things like money and career. She may have been raised with very traditional values to only focus on being a mother or just being a family person. Okay. But she is coming out of that. She's working on her career. She's like, no. And she has her own projects that she's working on. She's had to let go of people, and the people who she thought would be there for her have not been there for her, and she's experienced betrayal and a lot of sadness. So she's learned to cut people off and leave people behind. She's also learned to work it out. Okay, she hasn't cut off everybody. She's really not an ice queen. She's still someone who's very family oriented, but she learns to walk her own way, and she's creating a lot of balance, and she has fantastic boundaries. Yeah, somebody's leaving. She's leaving something, or someone's leaving her. And here, look at this. We have Mother of Cups and Father of Cups. So we have divine counterparts again, okay, because we had Mother of Pentacles and Father of Pentacles, and now we have Mother of Cups and Father of Cups. This person coming towards you is your perfect counterpart, and You guys may have water energy, earth energy. That is Taurus, Cancer. Oh, help me. Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, energy potentially. Mm, but yeah, but more importantly, this person shares your values of being both very grounded and very much prioritizing financial wellness and career and material prosperity in a healthy and balanced way, but also being very heart-centered and very family-centered. So this is a person who has strong family values. Okay, and we also have the signs of Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus. So we do have actually a lot of signs here. Just FYI. What else did we have? Anything else? Yeah, okay, Scorpio and Aquarius. Yeah, lots of signs. And Leo again. Okay. This person is finally at a place where they're ready to fight for what they want. Because this person has been really conflict avoidant, but they've realized what they want and they're ready to stand up for what they want. And they want what they want. Mm-hmm. And that's Scorpio energy again. This person has been through a massive transformation, but it's also possible that somebody's left their life. It's possible that somebody's betrayed them. It's possible that somebody whom they had prioritized is leaving their life. And this is somebody who had really valued loyalty and stability. Hmm. But this person is prioritizing more and more their own desires. Yeah, something in this person's life is ending, definitely. And actually, it's causing them a lot of pain right now. This person may have a broken engagement even. Okay, that's really specific, but it's possible that this person was engaged to somebody and somebody called off the engagement or they called off the engagement based on something they found out. Yeah. This person has found something out. This person may have been finding out information about you. This person wants to communicate with you. This is so interesting. I don't know that this person is coming towards you necessarily directly because if this person is in the divine feminine energy, this is a very receptive energy. So this is not somebody who would be going out towards you to talk to you. Like that's not really divine feminine energy. But this person is in an energy of change. I see that something is leaving this person's life or something in this person's life is falling apart, something like that. It may not necessarily be a relationship. It could be like something with their family. I can totally see that. You know, this could be a situation where, say, this divine feminine has always prioritized listening to her dad, doing what her dad wanted her to do. Maybe she was always daddy's little girl, and then she realized that her dad isn't necessarily the person that she thought that he was. Maybe she had him on a pedestal, and now she doesn't. Um, yeah, or something. She's found something out, or someone is leaving her, or somebody betrayed her. Okay. So, in some way, her life is totally being rearranged. It is causing her a lot of pain, but it's bringing a lot of clarity. And this may have been sort of a long, drawn out process, depending. But one way or another, it's highlighting to her that she needs to prioritize what she wants and fight for what she wants. And she is ready to do that. So if this is somebody who's coming towards you in love, they are being brought by the universe. Okay, if this is a divine feminine who's coming towards you in love, and take it as it resonates, because maybe you're the divine feminine, in which case they are coming towards you. Okay, see, there's a couple ways you can read it, depending on who's who in this equation. But in this case, it's almost more like you two are being brought together, or the energy. is being cleared for you both to come together. And part of that is a rearranging of priorities. And actually, we did see that in every pile. Pile one, two, and three. There's a massive rearranging of priorities that is bringing people together. That doesn't necessarily mean that you knew this person before, because for this particular pile, I don't feel like you guys ever knew each other before. With pile one and pile two, I got that there was some kind of history, and I didn't get that with pile three. But I do feel like you guys are being prepared for each other. Let's get some more information. Oh, this person is your lucky charm. This person is going to be such an amazing luck for you. Like you're going to feel so lucky to meet this person. And so much, okay, so much material abundance will come into your life um around the same time that you meet this person, or you guys will have so much good fortune together because together you two are lucky. There is a wish that will not be granted, or there's been wishes in your life that have not been granted, and they want you to know it's for a reason because they're trying to bring together this connection, which is ultimately going to be better. There are hidden secrets at play that you're not aware of that could harm you. So there's things at play that you're not even aware of. Confirmation, lots of energy on that. Okay, it says persevere and you will overcome problems and you will get a new job or career. That may be where you meet this person. You could meet this person potentially, not at the job per se, but like when you start a new job. Yeah, somebody who you know, somebody who you may have been wishing for is actually undependable and insincere. There may be somebody whom you've been sort of pining over or had a crush on, and you may have been wishing for that person, and this person is not that person. Because a sincere wish will be granted and another wish will not be granted, okay? So there's somebody that you may have made a wish for, and that person was not right for you, but they are bringing you true love in the person who is going to be right for you. Yes, problems will be resolved. Look, it says persevere and you will overcome problems. Problems will be resolved. They're bringing you somebody that you could have either a child or a business with, depending on what you are manifesting. So if you're wanting a family and you're trying to manifest a family, then this is somebody that you would have children with. Definitely this person is very family oriented and this person has the heart of a mother or father. But if you don't want children, then this is somebody that you can be very abundant with and have businesses with and financial endeavors. Okay, so if you are the divine feminine who I was describing, then there is potentially a divine masculine coming towards you. If you are a man who holds the divine feminine energy, but you're a man, then this could be potentially you, or again, you could have a man coming towards you, depending. Just take it as it resonates. Yeah, this is a period of frustration for you. But there have been lessons to learn in this period of time, and you are being rearranged with, yeah, triumph over troubles, obstacles. You're being rearranged with something that will be better for you. You are coming into a windfall. It could be winning something, it could be an inheritance or something could, yeah, that could happen in August. So you could be coming into a windfall in August. Please let me know if that happens. Yes, oh my goodness. Okay, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Okay, so I do see this as probably a romantic marriage because we're asking about new love, but this is also somebody that you definitely could have businesses with because you two are both very like financially minded and sort of investment minded. One moment. Okay, these are extra important because they fell on the floor. We're cleansing them on the selenite. We have mountain, major challenges to overcome. That's the third time this message has come out. Persevere and you will overcome problems, major challenges to overcome, but the problems will be resolved. They're letting you know, even though you're in a period of frustration, you are going to overcome your problems. And there is romance coming in. This is really important. This fell on the floor, so that means it's lots of energy. You have new romance coming in with the person that you are going to marry or be in a committed relationship with and could have a family with. And for some people, a family is investments. So whatever that is for you. I want to leave this here and yep, I want to get these. There we go. Okay, can we describe the person coming towards pile 3, please? Can you describe the person coming towards pile 3? Who's coming towards pile 3? Oh, okay. Oh, healing. Venus love. Yes. Oh, Black Moon Lilith mystery. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. This is amazing. Chiron is healing. This person who's coming towards you is so nurturing, but also wise. They've been through a lot. They've had to heal things in their own life. And this person carries such a wise and nurturing energy. So this person is very evolved and um I don't know, healed. Yeah, this is sort of a next level sort of person. This is romantic, but also I see such a fusion of the water and material. So so Venus is not just love, but also business. So this is definitely somebody with whom you can have both romance and material prosperity. And this is the slightly taboo choice. Okay, so to some degree, this is going to be a connection that is not necessarily approved by society for some reason. Now, that may not be that it's like, awfully taboo or anything. It could just be that this isn't necessarily what the parents had in mind. Okay. Um, but something about it is definitely taboo. The person coming towards you in love could be like a rebel or, I don't know, just sort of an outsider in some kind of way. Oh, okay, that was a lot of confirmation on that. Okay, we're getting Moon in Aries, Moon in Pisces, North Node is a destined connection, and Cardinal Moon is action. Be bold and make the first move. Okay, that's a message for somebody. Be bold and make the first move. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay, North Node, destiny. It is not stuff, that's not fate. Fate is things that just happen to you. Fate is like the energetic weather, okay? Fate is like when are you born? When do you die? Those things that you have no control over. But North Node rules your destiny, which you do have control over. It's uncomfortable and it doesn't happen unless you rise up to meet it. Somebody may have Pisces placement, somebody may have Aries placement. This says meditate and contemplate, and then it's time to take action. Anything else to describe this person? This person could definitely be a soulmate with the North Node connection. Also, there may be a Venus conjunct North Node synastry potentially. I am loving this energy. This is so interesting. What else can we get to describe this person? Who's coming towards pile 3? New love coming towards pile 3. Oh my goodness. I saw this card first, but I didn't pull it. And then, of course, it came out. This is amazing. This could be somebody who lives at a distance from you. But regardless, okay, actually, I'm getting a confirmation on that. This could be somebody who lives at a distance, or there's a great distance in like culture. Like you guys grew up in very different backgrounds. That's what I'm getting. Hmm. Clarify light. Oh my goodness. Okay. Somebody may have had a Kundalini awakening. Somebody has been suffering in silence. Somebody's been going through an awakening and sort of a healing process. Somebody may have held back because this connection was taboo and they wanted to please their family because again, as I said, family is extremely important to somebody. Family is extremely important to somebody. And so they may have rejected this because it just wasn't in line with how they were raised. But this person has been, I think, sort of really abandoned, not necessarily abandoned, but this person has been disappointed by the way that their priorities have worked out for them. So they've prioritized their family, but they've not been prioritized, and that investing in their family has not in any way paid off for them. And it's not that they don't care about their family anymore, but that they realize that they have to prioritize their own needs and well-being. So they've sort of been healing a codependent dynamic that they had going on with their families. So instead of taking care of everybody else and expecting to be taken care of in return, which is unfortunately codependent, they take care of their own needs, they take responsibility for their own needs, and then they find that they have a lot more to give to everybody else. So it's just sort of a rearranging and reprioritizing of the self. So they've really been healing their sense of security, especially as it relates to money energy. This person may have been really focusing on their career. We were really getting that. And with suffering in silence and solitude, this person has really withdrawn and been going through a healing process and a process of coming into more understanding of their own truth. Yeah. Okay. And they've done a lot of healing and a lot of thinking about what their priorities really are. Yes, this person has been reborn. This person has transformed. They have a totally different perspective. This person has totally 180 degrees changed their perspective and their worldview from the way that they were raised. So that has given this connection space to be rekindled and renewed or transformed. Now, this is not somebody that you were ever with before, and I don't even know that you know this person. So for some of you, you know this person and it was just sort of an attraction and nothing ever happened. And for some of you, you don't know this person at all. And you've had zero contact. So this would be a totally new person. So for some of you, it was just an attraction, and for some of you, it's a totally new attraction. This is somebody who you are going to meet soon or start talking with again. If this is somebody you're already talking to, they're going to let you know about this sort of ascension process that they've gone through and how they're now focusing more on their self and they've taken time to heal and do their shadow work. So they're going to open up by talking to you about spiritual things. That may be how you connect. Now, if this is a brand new person who's coming into your life and you've never had any interaction with them before, it is possible that they could be a runner. So it's possible that you guys may have a connection and then that they may need space. Okay, the runner needs space to take their own time and go off and be by themselves and process things. And if that's the case, just give them their space. But if this is somebody where you guys sort of had some interaction in the past, but it was barely anything or it was like nothing, it was just an attraction, and then they split and then they sort of ran from the connection. they will come back and say that they want to meet. Yeah, and they want to open up about the introspection that they've been doing and the healing they've been doing and the things that they've been thinking about. They're going to open up to you in a deeper way. And the reality is that they have been watching you. They have been aware of you this whole time, even though they haven't been in communication. Now, if you have never met this person and you don't know who this person is and you're not taught, you don't have no idea who this is, totally new person. They already know who you are. So this is somebody who already knows who you are. This is somebody who is overcoming codependent dynamics and controlling dynamics. This is somebody who may have been obsessed with you in the past, but that obsession was not necessarily like, it wasn't necessarily unhealthy because what it was just something that caused them to sort of have an epiphany. And it wasn't the only thing that caused them to have an epiphany, but perhaps it was just part of their broader epiphany. And they were surprised. Yeah, I think that you were very surprising to them. They may have been surprised by the insane chemistry between you two. And yeah, that in and itself may have been a revelation. Yeah. Because I feel like this person may have been a very sort of tepid that's not really a nice thing to say. This person may have never experienced a sense of passion on that level, like before that. They may have never experienced unconditional love because they've always operated in very codependent relationships. I do see falling in love coming into the future. I do see communication coming in. I do see that there's been a massive change in somebody's perspective and the way that somebody is looking at this situation. And that's really cool. In all three of these situations, I see somebody who has gone through a period of retreating and some separation or silence or time to themselves, pulling back to know their own truth. And somebody who has come into realizing what is really important. And what's important to this person is getting to know you better. That's a really powerful connection that they have with you. Okay, let's finish this reading with some more tarot cards. Tell me about what is unfolding between pile 3 and new love coming into their life. Can you tell me? Thank you. This is somebody who's really held back from you. Okay, so I'm getting like a secret admirer vibes. Unless this is somebody that you had a mutual attraction with in the past. Oh my God. Okay, that's a lot of confirmation. Okay, so this is somebody you've had a mutual attraction with in the past. Massive confirmation. But this is somebody who is very family oriented, whether or not they are in, it may not be like a relationship that they're in. It may just be that this person lives with their parents. So but in some cases, this person may have been in a connection and they had like a household. So they may have lived with a boyfriend, girlfriend, or spouse, okay, in some cases. But in some cases, they lived with their parents. And in some cases, this person's dad was really important to them. This person may have had their dad on a pedestal. If this is a woman, this is a woman who really prioritized the men in her life. That's how she was raised to be. And she really prioritized her father. If she had a boyfriend or husband, she prioritized that person. Mm-hmm. And she worked for them, perhaps literally, or perhaps, she just would, work emotional labor or household labor or something like that. But she's finally coming into more independence. She's potentially experienced betrayal, but she's definitely going to cut some people off or cut off contact or create distance, whatever is healthy. And this is all fair and based on ways that people have treated her. She's ready to make a clean break with anything that doesn't actually serve her in her life. She's done so much healing. She has so much new hope, and she wants to meet you. He or she, whoever this person wants to meet you. We have the Emperor, so somebody is no longer drawing their values from a patriarchal figure, man or woman. This is somebody who's no longer letting other people tell them what they need to do, what should be important to them, and how they should live their life. They are the emperor now. So masculine or feminine, this is somebody who is claiming sovereignty over their own life and their own choices and deciding for themselves what they want and then putting the work in to make that happen and building it step by step. Yes, this is somebody who's totally stepping into their own mastery of their life in a very calm, confident, and grounded way that is very hopeful and optimistic and truthful and honest and humble. And I really love it. And they're coming into a really celebratory vibe, and they're really going to be poised in the energy to be prepared to start a relationship or start a conversation that could lead to a relationship and just start a new chapter of their life that is more reflective of their true values. So all of that is super positive and exciting. I'm really excited for you, pile three. And I wish you the best of luck as you move forward on your own journey. And if you enjoyed this reading and you got something out of it, it means so much to me when you hit the like button. But anyway, thank you for being here with me today. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.